This story is a particularly interesting one, as it is the earliest memory I have. It happened when I was very young. My mom was a single mother and couldn't afford to raise me or my sister on her own. So, we lived with my grandparents at that time. I was too young to go to preschool, so my retired grandfather watched over me, while my mom was at work and my sister was at school. This generally consisted of him watching John Wayne movies in the living room, and me playing with my toys or watching TV in his bedroom. On this day, I was watching TV in his bedroom. Cartoons Rockio. I don't really remember much, just hopping onto the bed and turning on the TV. I'm not really sure how long I was sitting there, but I became aware of something really off. Like the feeling of someone watching me, only much, much worse. Like someone was staring at me in the eyes an inch in front of my face, but I couldn't see them. Now, stupid little me went looking for the source of whatever it was. And that's when I noticed the mirror mounted on the closet door. It was a full body mirror just reflecting the room back at me. But it was only the room. I wasn't in the reflection at all. I actually thought the mirror was broken somehow and wanted to fix it. You know, didn't want to get into trouble. Now, as I got closer, I noticed this dark mass in the reflection. It was wedged between the floor and the doorway that was a few inches off the ground. The thing just laid on the floor inside the reflection, twitching and shaking like an animal. Something about this thing seemed wrong besides the obvious. I felt like I shouldn't take a step closer towards it, but I felt almost compelled to. You know, curiosity of a child and whatnot. So I took a step forward, and as I did, the floor creaked loudly beneath me. And it's the instant, the loud creaking of the floor, a dark hand lashed out and pressed itself against the mirror. The last thing I remember was it slowly lifting up its head and staring at me. I don't know what happened after that. I really don't. My next memory is actually that of a birthday party. I don't have a very good memory of my life back then. But the one thing I will always remember are its eyes. A deep red, just staring at me. As I said in the story, I don't have a lot of memories from my childhood, so I could easily chalk this up to it just being a bad dream I had as a kid that just stuck with me. My mom even said that I used to suffer from night terrors as a kid. If you don't know what night terrors are, think of them as nightmares on steroids. So it's very possible this memory is just that, a night terror I once had that just stuck with me due to its intensity. Regardless of it being real or not, that fear is still quite real and it's something that affects me to this day. I actually can't be around mirrors because of it. I do have another story involving the red eyed monster, as I call it, but that's a story for another night.